This is Kevin Collins with Home Theater Forum, and I have Rolf here from Pioneer. Rolf, I understand one of the really key new technologies that Pioneer is talking about that's no one else is showing is kind of this wireless connectivity that you can play music off your smartphone and have it direct to your high-end AVRs. Could you explain that a little bit for us?
Yeah, absolutely. We're showcasing a new technology from HTC, which hopefully in the next year or so we'll be building into product. This is a technology demonstrator that we're doing in which the HTC devices, their new phones, such as the HTC One and future generations, will be able to allow you to take any of the audio content from regardless of what source it might be, such as BBC Radio or NPR or Pandora or Rhapsody, which you would normally need to have an AirPlay capable device to send that information wirelessly to a receiver or to a wireless speaker. HTC now has something that they call their Move Push Player, which allows you to just pick any device that's on your network that's DLNA capable and send that information wirelessly over your home network to a receiver, to a wireless speaker, if it's DLNA capable.
So a lot of our members have Apple products and use AirPlay. You were explaining to me one of the big differentiations on that in terms of a hardware perspective. Could you, what don't you need with your solution that you would have to have with AirPlay?
Well, with AirPlay, you need to have specific apps that are AirPlay compatible. So you would need to have an Apple phone or an Apple iPad in order to access, say, Rhapsody or Pandora and send that information wirelessly over your network to a wireless speaker or to a receiver. For example, Pioneer has many receivers and wireless speakers that are AirPlay capable. So if you're an Apple person, then you're good to go. You're all set. All of our products are Apple compliant. But for those people out there that maybe are Android or BlackBerry type of customers out there, then we also have DLNA, wireless, and Bluetooth connectivity options as well. But on the flip side of that is that in order to still be able to enjoy the content that you like, such as Rhapsody or Pandora, you're still limited to how do I get that information wirelessly off my mobile device to my receiver, to my wireless speaker. Again, in the past, you had to strictly be able to do that only with Apple devices. But now, thanks to the new HTC technology, you can take any audio content from any streaming source and be able to send that from their devices to our wireless speakers or to our phone, receivers.
So also, one of the other benefits is if you're not an Apple person but you wanted to do similar technology, you wouldn't need to buy the Apple TV to accomplish that, to get sound. Now, one of the other things that you were showing me was your wireless speakers. Can you tell me, a lot of people have Sonos, and there was some advantages with the wireless speakers that you guys had, like you didn't have to have a bridge, but it's my understanding that all the functionality you'd get to a high-end Pioneer receiver to do this wireless streaming through a smartphone, you can also do to your wireless speakers. Is that correct?
Absolutely, yes. Our wireless speakers are really unique in the industry in that they're not only Ethernet capable, where they've got the Ethernet port on the back, so you can connect it to your home network, but they also have their own wireless hotspot built in. So you don't need to be in the presence of a wireless network. You could have one of them connected out in the backyard where maybe your home wireless network doesn't reach very well, and you can use any wireless device to connect directly to it. So you just press a button on the back and it will show up on your mobile device as a wireless hotspot, basically as its own router.
Yeah, so that was, since it's battery operated, right, you could take it to the park and do something. That's a really big advantage for high quality sound that you'd have with Pioneer that I haven't seen anyone else do.
Right, we also have all of those wireless speakers are tuned by Andrew Jones, our lead speaker engineer. So much higher quality than you would normally expect out of a speaker at these price points.
Excellent. A lot of our members also have the Pioneer Elite AVRs in their home theaters. You have some enhancements in the top-of-the-line Elite here. One was kind of around audio quality, and the other one was around 10 base T. Could you just quickly explain those two?
Absolutely. We're very, very obsessed at Pioneer with audio accuracy. We want to get as close to the engineer's original intent as possible in recreating sound correctly. And so with every generation, we're always improving not just the audio and video processing, but also the hardware that's built in as well, too. Starting at around the $1,600 price point, we have the very, very high-end Sabre ESS DACs, one per channel, which normally is, you just don't see that in a receiver. You would see maybe that in a stereo product, but not in the multi-channel receiver. We also have HD Base T in our flagship SC79 receiver, which allows you to send high-definition video up to 4K resolutions with multi-channel high-resolution audio to different rooms in the house. So you could have, as we see here behind me, a movie playing in the main home theater room, but also be able to send completely different content in high resolution out to another zone over Ethernet. So Ethernet does not have any of the length limitations and cost limitations that you would find with HDMI. So you can run up to 300 feet to a completely different section of the house, maybe out to the pool, out in the backyard, to the boathouse, or the garage, whatever, and maintain very, very high quality audio and video over a very long run.
I mean, so that's really, I think one of the really cool benefits of that over like in-home audio and stuff like that is you can have a high-end receiver through the Pioneer Elite, and then quality components on the back end, and then control it all through the app that you guys have been shipping for a long time on your tablet or smartphone device, right?
Absolutely, yes. We have the iControl AV 2013 app, which gives you virtually every control that you could possibly want for all of your zones, up to 4 zones. So all of your bass and treble control for your different audio-only zones, all of your audio and video switching parameters for your different zones, different sources, different sound modes, different processing levels for audio and video as well for the different zones. So it's extremely extensive in what you can do.
Well, thanks for your time, Rolf. I know our members are going to be very excited in the stuff they are showing today.
Thank you.
This is Kevin Collins with Home Theater Forum.